I'd like to begin by acknowledging the outpouring of emotion over the last 48 hours for our Premier Gladys Berejiklian. And I think that is testament to a selflessness, a dedication, not just over 5 years as serving as Premier of our state, but importantly, well over that period of time as Transport Minister and her many years of public service in New South Wales. Public life is a difficult challenge, a difficult job for all, but I think there is no doubt that New South Wales is a much better place today because of the tireless dedication of our Premier Gladys Berejiklian, particularly during the last 18 months as her deputy and as Treasurer, worked very closely with her as we navigated through droughts, through fires and through this pandemic. And New South Wales is stronger today because of her tireless servant leadership to the people of New South Wales. I also want to acknowledge the fact that we stand here today at a time in a very difficult period for our state. The last 18 months has been incredibly tough, but I have no doubt that New South Wales will come through this difficult time, just like we did last year, to not just recover, but to come out the other side much stronger. And that's all about ensuring we keep people safe as we have, that we keep people in jobs, we keep businesses open, and importantly, we get kids back to school as quickly as possible. Over the last 48 hours, I've had the opportunity to discuss with my wife Helen, my family and my colleagues my intention to nominate today as the Liberal leader of the Parliamentary Party. And I do so alongside the Minister for Jobs, Stuart Ayres, who will put ourselves forward next Tuesday as my deputy leader. We believe that this is a team that will provide stability, unity and experience to continue the great work of Premier Gladys Berejiklian and our entire team to ensure that New South Wales comes out the other side much stronger. In addition, I want to thank Stuart. He has been somebody who I've got to know and call a friend, not just in relation to his portfolio roles, but importantly as a member of the Crisis Cabinet that has helped New South Wales navigate through this very difficult period of time. I know that this is a time of challenge in our state, but I have complete hope and optimism that New South Wales is in a very good place. We are just a week away as we begin to open up our state. We have dealt with the crises in front of us incredibly well. I know I am part of a team that has one focus, and that is to look after every single person right across the state. And I believe that Stuart and I, in putting our names forward for next Tuesday's party room meeting, will provide that stability, that experience and that unity that the people of New South Wales need at this time. I'm now going to pass to Stuart to say a few words, and in light of the time, I will take a couple of questions. We'll have more to say next Tuesday.
Thank you, Dominic. This is a leadership ticket that every person across New South Wales can support. From the city to the suburbs, from the coast to the bush, we're about representing every single person in New South Wales. We've been through a very traumatic period of time, and I know that Dominic Perrottet is the right person to lead New South Wales out of this pandemic, to reopen our economy, get people back in jobs, and keep every single person in our community as safe as they possibly can. As a resident of Western Sydney, I think I stand here as a recognition that it doesn't matter where you come from in New South Wales, you can achieve anything if you work hard enough to it. And that's my commitment to my colleagues, it's my commitment to Dominic, it's my commitment to the people of New South Wales, that I will bring every ounce of my work ethic to improve your lives. This is a unique point in time for our state. We need stability, we need focus, and that's exactly what Dominic Perrottet and Stuart Ayres will deliver for the people of New South Wales.